Marley from the Energy Boutique with your energy forecast for Saturday, June 10th. So we have the moon in Pisces again here all day, which just gives us an extra layer of sensitivity. Our intuition is stronger, our creativity is stronger, but we're also picking up on the energies of other people and our environment. So you definitely want to test out your energetic boundaries, make sure they're strong and stable so that you're not picking up on the crappy energy of other people. Now here today, we got a lot going on. There are 11 different aspects. 10 of them involve the moon. We will have our last quarter moon taking place in Pisces late this afternoon. And of course, today is also the last day of Pluto being retrograde in Aquarius energy. We'll see him creep back into Capricorn energy here tomorrow. And we also have Mercury completing the final degrees in Taurus energy prior to taking his place of power, his throne, in Gemini energy. We kick the day off with the moon in Pisces, making an interaction with Mars, the god of war, ruling over our physical energy, our passion, our desires, even our anger. Now, Mars being in this Leo energy is definitely heart aligned. We want to take action. We want to make some big moves. We want to really put ourselves out there. But of course, this is a time of non-action. The moon in Pisces needs us to kind of retreat, to rest, to realign, recalibrate. We will be moving into a very busy week in the next coming of days. And so we do have this little pause, if you will, to kind of sort out our inner realm and really kind of visualize what it is that needs to be done in our outer realm. This is going to trigger some inspiration, some motivation, but also some restlessness. So we do have to kind of pace ourselves. Again, energy management is key in order for us to have a healthy channel to get out some of the anticipation and anxiety festering up in our inner realms, but not really kind of taking our energy to the level in which we want to act on impulse, make moves, and create something new. The sun in Gemini energy will sextile with Chiron, the wounded healer. And so this is a beautiful energy because, of course, the sun in Gemini highlighting the mental plane, highlighting new thoughts, new ideas, new information, new perspectives, new perception, new understandings, and giving us a little bit more clarity, especially seeing as we've been on the fence, trying to decide between two different paths, directions, decisions, choice points. Chiron energy, of course, the wounded healer, we are activating the healer with this sextile, which means that we're seeing a huge amount of growth. We are feeling a little bit more safe, secure, and stable in who it is that we currently are, the version of ourselves that we're currently letting go of, and the version of ourselves that we're currently designing as we are bossing up into new timelines, into new soul contracts, and therefore the much needed new version of ourselves. The moon will semi-square with Pluto, the great transformer himself, who again is retrograde at this 0 degree in Aquarius energy as we prepare to backtrack and sneak into Capricorn energy here on the 11th. So this is definitely going to fester up some dark narratives, some tough love life lessons, if you will. A semi-square always illuminates some tension, some conflict in our emotions. And of course, with the moon in Pisces, we are picking up on all kinds of energies. We can go to a very dark place in a very quick amount of time, and it takes us a lot in order to dig ourselves out of that hole. However, we become so overwhelmed with the to-do list, with reality, with our emotions, with our energies that we just kind of want to disassociate, detach, curl up in a ball, and numb. This is going to be pretty profound, though, to expose some of the not so nice thoughts and feelings and maybe even memories that are creeping up into us. And of course, with the moon in Pisces, we are looking to end that particular emotional cycle. The moon in Pisces will make a positive interaction with Mercury, ruler of the mental plane, ruler of information, communication, how it is that we express ourselves in the final degrees of this Taurus energy, preparing to take his throne in Gemini energy here very shortly. This is a positive interaction, which means that our heart and our head are on the same page for a very short amount of time, may I add. However, as we've been discussing, Pisces energy and Taurus energy work very well together because the ideas, the insights, the intuition, the vision, the dream, the creativity that the moon in Pisces kind of triggers and activates, we're able to bring into the lower level intellect, which Mercury rules over, and we're able to really formulate logic and practicality on how it is that we are going to bring these energies into our physical realm. Again, Taurus energy. It's how we build, how we create, how we give birth to new ideas. The moon will then semi-square the true node, and this is definitely going to put us at a crossroads point, because although we see things ending, although we see indications of things beginning, we're stuck in this very awkward adjustment period, which never ever feels good. And instead of seeing the growth, instead of seeing the amount of healing and progress that we've been doing, we get stuck in a funk, and we are very pessimistic, very focused on the blockages, on the challenges, on the obstacles, when we really should be seeing the best side of things, because we have done a major amount of work within ourselves that we are just not giving ourselves credit for at this particular point in time. The moon will then make a positive interaction with Mars. Here we started the day off with the moon and Mars, and now we have this little midday little bump, if you will. This is definitely going to fire us up. We're having new creative ideas come in, new intuitive visions being downloaded within us, which of course kind of create a new level of inspiration, of motivation, of passion, of desire. We are definitely getting heart aligned, kind of cleaning out the gunk, if you will, in order to purify, cleanse the space for us to get fired up, riled up in all the right ways, because this is the motivating force, the energy that we need in order for us to push through the challenges, blockages, and obstacles. The moon will then interact with Chiron in such a way that is going to illuminate a learning opportunity for us to see where it is that we're blocking our own progress in being able to grow, in being able to heal certain wounds, and really accepting the version of ourselves that we're currently trying to embody. And of course, making some alterations to the version of ourselves that we need to be of the vibratory frequency match to attract certain situation, timeline, soul contracts that of course we are looking to manifest. This learning opportunity is definitely going to put us at odds with ourselves, with our wounds, with our progress, but in doing so, sitting in the funk has a wonderful way of showing us where it is that we are lacking control, we're lacking clarity, and from that we can dig ourselves out of a hole and have a brand new perspective emerge. 3:32 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we have the moon in Pisces, squaring off, getting into the boxing ring with the sun in Gemini. This gives us our last quarter moon in Pisces, and any last quarter moon is bringing something full circle. We have to go back to the new moon in Taurus. We have to see all of the situations, all the circumstances that have changed, that have unfolded in a very unique way over this particular lunar cycle. In Pisces energy, we are sorting out what needs to stay, what needs to go, what needs to die, what needs to grow, where it is that old dreams, old visions, old version of ourselves need to be put in the past where they belong, in order for us to enter into this new chapter of creation where we do have to boss up, we do have to choose. And of course, the sun being in this Gemini energy is offering us two very different paths, direction, choices, decisions that we over the next week should be leaning more and more into one over the other. The moon will then make an interaction with Venus. Venus, of course, the goddess of love, beauty, worth, pleasure, money, happiness, joy, stability, safety, security. We are in Leo energy, the heart and soul of the zodiac, which means that there are a lot of heart activations currently popping off, stripping us of the gunk, recognizing where it is that we do not feel content, satisfied, safe, secure, happy, pleasurable with the current circumstances of our physical realms. And of course, we have to kind of remove the gunk from our heart space in order for there to be a clean slate for us to align with our heart and soul to see what it is that we want to pursue, what it is that makes us happy, what it is that we're passionate and excited about, and what it is that we need to do from here. The moon in Pisces will then semi-square with Jupiter. Jupiter is the planet of growth, expansion, beliefs, abundance, blessings. In this Taurus energy, it's a very low and slow, steady pace of building a reality, circumstances in our physical realms that not only look good, but that feel good. Of course, that Taurus energy wants safety, security, stability, happiness, joy, and pleasure. And Jupiter is magnifying the areas of our lives that we are not happy with, because that is a good indication decision on where it is that we have to build something new in its place. We'll end the day off with the moon in Pisces, sextiling with Uranus. Uranus, the great awakener who likes to shock us, throw wild card events at us, download us with new ideas, new inspirations for us to pursue. And of course, with the dreaminess, the creativity, the imagination of this moon in Pisces, we are definitely going to have a pretty profound aha moment that's going to change the game, change our direction, change our understanding and perception of where it is that, yes, we've been holding on too tightly to keeping things the same. And of course, where it is now that we're going through this last quarter moon phase, what it is that we have to close the door on in order to have the space to invite new elements, new circumstances, new soul contracts in.